Ladies and gentlemen, it's been about 30 days since we made the video quitting Raid Shadow Legends official content creation program. And the purpose of today's video is to look around and see, did anything actually happen? Did we make any changes? Was any message actually received? And kind of do a synopsis on what things have changed in the last 30 days since that massive 1-star review drop. Now, keep in mind, when they actually did the 1-star review drop, they got well over 1,000 negative reviews actually throughout the 3 or 4 days, and ended up being closer to the 2,000 negative reviews, which hurt them drastically. This was also right around June 25th when they were releasing new patches. And there has been an email floating around, you guys probably have seen, from Citibank talking about Aristocrat Leisure and how they're not happy with their performance when it comes to investment opportunities. So we're going to talk a little bit about all of that, if we actually changed anything, how these emails might show the scope of the landscape on the business side of things, and etc. So sit back and relax, and let's roll the intro.
Well, pod. Welcome, well, pod. Don't forget to subscribe. This is Darth Microtransactions channel, and we're gonna have some fun tonight. Well, pod, welcome back.
Okay, so let's be fair and look at the recent updates and say, has anything actually changed just by looking at the in-game news before we go into more of a little bit of a deep dive and look at the analytics outside the game. So if you look in the daily login rewards, we do have daily login rewards now. We get another legendary character. They continue this. Some void shards are in here. This is kind of all par for the course. So daily login rewards, cool. They're still coming. Now, what we're really looking for was for the tag team arena that came out to have some sort of, and by the way, if you quit the game like I did, please do make sure you only put one character on defense. That way you're not destroying everyone else here. So it says the progress bar shows your position within your current tier and if you move up and down from tier placement. Unfortunately, that's not actually true. I guess the green placement still doesn't mean you can get promoted. You can be in green and not get promoted still. So that's kind of a bummer. But if you look through, now we have the bazaar, right? So you can save up your tickets from wins and you can buy things like chickens, ancient shards, skill tomes, brews, etc. This is pretty cool, except for the fact that they lock it for bronze for no reason. I think it was Ash, Raid Shadow Legends, made a really good point, which is like, why even force people to be gold if you want them to get the book? I mean, there's not really any reason. I guess for the accessory sets, they're trying to get these new accessory sets. Maybe they kind of want that access to be limited, but the legendary skill tomes and the sacred shards is like, if a player in bronze wants to try to get that many bars, why are we limiting to them? You already get more bars if you're in the higher tag team arena. So in my personal opinion, I don't like the implementation of tag team arena. You guys already knew this though, okay? But we got to be fair and look at the things that are coming after the game. I do think the daily login rewards are okay. They could have maybe bumped up some sacred shards, but that's not really a big deal. I think the character fragments that have happened since, these are basically just for monetization. So now they can sell fragments of characters. I think that's what that's for. Plus Horden, I mean, again, choosing kind of greedy characters. Now, special summer fusions here. I'm not really going to talk about the fusion and if this is changing anything, because it's just another fusion, okay? I don't really think this matters. It does look like these are somewhat easier characters, which is cool, but Basher can be kind of hard to get, so maybe the fusion's a little bit easier than normal. But other than that, kind of looks like status quo in terms of has anything actually changed in the game. If we go to the tournaments, there's a spider tournament, which is not currently going. There's no tournament active live, but I did see there was a dragon tournament, and the rewards were like 50 gems and a 3-star chicken earlier when I happened to look on the Reddit. So it looks like the tournaments, there was, to be fair though, there was one tournament that was quite good. I did see that there was one tournament that had like double the sets, as well as sacred shards, legendary books, a whole bunch of good rewards. So there has been one good tournament since I've been gone from what I see. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give you a brief synopsis of this. I'm going to put it on the screen. You can read it right now if you want. But basically what this says here is this is from Citigroup. And Citigroup is an investment company, aka Citibank, all right, comes from there. And this is not from PLARIUM or Aristocrat Leisure. This is not from anybody actually making decisions. This is not from somebody who is attempting to improve the game. Let's make it very clear that PLARIUM has never, during the time I was in there, actually cared about the feedback or gone out of their way to contact us to then receive feedback, okay? All they ever did was take the feedback we gave them, gave us lip service, and then moved on. This is par for that because this is not from them. This is an investment company. Now, what this Citigroup says is that it would be great to have a call to talk through how you see the game as it stands today and how it compares to other RPGs. I'm happy to share how Aristocrat is communicating with their investors around Raid, which is a key driver of their earnings. One interesting point to note here about that is that Aristocrat Leisure itself is actually kind of an investment company because they purchased PLARIUM afterwards. The company was already made. It wasn't like Aristocrat Leisure was, hey, I tell you what, let's create, start, and run a business for mobile games. They look for ways to make revenue like any company, and they gobble them up. It's a casino gambling-based company, so they saw this one and they ate it up. It's the same type of things other investors are going to do. I don't know if Aristocrat Leisure is planning to keep this one forever or if they're going to use this kind of a cash cow for a bit and sell the company off later. Either way, if investors are currently getting angry at them, that's not good for their earnings. Either way that they're going to be doing that, if the stock tanks or if the company's value tanks, I don't know if it's publicly traded, I actually haven't looked, then that's going to make Aristocrat look at the game itself as, okay, maybe this isn't the money cash cow that we thought it was, and it could end up actually having some negative effects on the game. Overall, the game could actually die out. Now, I think that's kind of what Citibank is trying to ask them for. I think they're trying to wonder what exactly is going on. Why was there a huge influx in negative reviews? Why was patch 2.0 not very well done? It looks like the timing was actually quite bad for them to have some terrible PR right as some investors were kind of looking at the game. And to be fair, right after we kind of had the big PR incident, I did get apologies / messages from PLARIUM saying, hey, DM, we got your message loud and clear. I still think it's more lip service because even in that conversation, you know, they admitted to the fact that they have all of the content ready to be released. It's just frustrating to me, you know, going back to the same point, that it's like you have all this negative PR, all this bad stuff, investors are at the door, and they're still not giving you guys Battle Pass 2. It's like, what is happening? All of that is ready. Drop something. Stop being so greedy. I mean, you got people pounding on the door with torches. You know, whether or not we get new content, one thing's going to be staying the same in the game regardless, which is the fact that the same company is still going to be running and producing the game. So even if we get the roadmap by 2020, you can expect 2021 to go through another series of just bumpy incidents. I really, really hope for your guys' sake, since I've kind of moved on at this point, that you guys do get Battle Pass 2, that they do launch Hydra for you, that the Void Tower does come. I mean, we're going into the 8th month of the year here. They have 4 months left. That means Hydra has to be 1 month. Imagine if you had Battle Pass 2 for 1 month, into Hydra the next month, okay, into Void Tower the next month, and then the 4th month, they completely finish that out with a duplicate legendary system. And in the off chance that PLARIUM actually does watch this video, if you guys add all of those things, Void Tower, you know, duplicate, all of those, okay, you do your own roadmap, basically. You do your own roadmap by 2020. Hell, I'll tell the people, reverse the reviews. They deserve a 4-star or something now, okay, just release the content for the people. Give people the content so that way your own investors... It's kind of funny when it's so bad to the point of the people get angry enough that they negative review bomb, which makes the investors look at it. And maybe that's the reason the negative reviews were such a bummer for them. Maybe it was because that's really what the investors look at. Maybe they do kind of look at ratings. I'm not really sure how the investors look at it and determine, unless it's just the cash flow of the company. I mean, that's probably the smart way, right? And the cash flow is very highly reliant on new players, which does come back to the fact that new players are going to be looking at reviews on the game before they go into it. So I think it is kind of a fully self-fulfilling prophecy here. And the final point is, did things change? Have we made an impact? I think we actually have made an impact. Now, whether or not that impact is going to change things for the better, I don't know, man. It's this, you know what it feels like to me? It feels like all these riots going on. You got like all this crazy stuff going on. You never know if it's going to change things for the better. You hope it does. It's kind of good to like see things happening. You know, people are out there like, change, but it's like, will things happen? Will things get better? I don't know, man. It's a pretty big problem to address. I think as long as you guys get the new content by the end of the year, that could be a pretty good play by them. But as far as it goes, to give it a yes or no, did we make an impact? Yes. Did we make change? I don't think we did make any change. Not yet. What will cause real hardcore change in the game? I don't know, to be honest. I mean, if that big of a PR issue can happen, and they even have, ooh, my food's here, and they even have investors at the door, see what I did there, at the door getting angry, then, I mean, what else is there you can possibly do? I would say the next few months really matter. Next month in particular, I mean, you only have 4 months left. So you're looking for Void Tower, you're looking for Duplicate Legendary System, Battle Pass 2. I mean, we should have had Battle Pass 2 months ago. Things, maybe they're not changing, guys. I wanted to end this video on being like, yeah, it looks like they are changing. Things are getting better, but it's really hard. It's really hard to do that. 3, 2, but I hope things are changing. It would be nice at some point to have the game change for the better. Battle Pass 2, Hydra, Duplicate Legendary System, all the things I was complaining about change. I can come back to an account that I already have that's stacked and with a view base that does already play the game. That'd be nice. But, you know, it doesn't look like it's going that way. I'm still kind of waiting to see. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, because I'm kind of curious if the community thinks we made any impact at all since we did the video. I mean, other than the obvious negative review bombs that happened, have you guys noticed a change in tone at all? That's going to wrap it up for this video. With that being said, please do like the video. If you like the video, subscribe if you would like to see more. And let me know, please, in the comments down below what you guys think the tonality has changed and if new changes are coming to the game, because I'm curious to see how the community's feeling. I'll see you on the next one.